Good afternoon to everyone, all the participants. My name is Moa Jamir, Advocate Master Trainer from Kohima, Nagaland. I'll be presenting about e-filing and other subtopics. Before I go into the topic, the necessity and the significance of e-filing is the aimed in promoting paperless filing and saving time and cost by adopting technological solutions to file cases before courts in India. Now, in this introductory model, we'll be learning about various services provided by this system. These are the topics: the digital online filing process. First is registration of advocate in e-filing website. Second is steps to e-file a case. Next is advantages of e-filing. Next is case portfolio management. And lastly, know the case status anytime. The first thing is that the advocate should be a registered advocate. So before we start e-filing, in order to be eligible for e-filing, an advocate need to be registered first. So let us first learn the steps, 10 steps to get registered. We'll have to first visit efiling.ecourts.gov.in and become a registered user by following the 10 steps under. Let's get started. Before we get started with the steps, these are the important documents that we need to have with us because it is a time-bound registration process and we will have only 18 minutes to get started. So the first is details of your mobile number, email ID, registered with court database. Second, details of your bar enrollment number. Third is digital photo in JPEG or JPG format of less than 50 KB. Fourth, identity proof. It can be any one of this: PAN card, Aadhaar card, voter ID, voter card, driving license, or bar registration certificate format of size in less than 50 KB. And the last thing that you need to have is smartphone or a laptop with internet connection. So let's get started with the registration process. The first step, first log into efiling.ecourts.gov. Is it visible now? Step
Yes,
one.
yes.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. Step one, visit efiling.ecourts.gov.in. First, we have to log into the website. Second, we have to select a state. You can either click on the drop list or click the state directly from the India map. Third, that is registering the login page. Since we don't have an active ID, we are yet to get registered. So let us select this register. And fourth, you can click in the advocate radio button. Now the fifth step, you enter your mobile number and mail ID. So the mobile number in the mail ID that is registered with the court where the advocate practices must be finished. If mobile number and email ID are not registered with court database, then registration will not be completed. And in that case, contact concerned court for registering the same. And the next is bar registration number and your user ID. This is your own preference, and you can select either high court or district court. 6. Check your registered mobile number and registered mail ID for OTP. You should receive two separate OTP in your mobile number and the mail ID. In some cases, you may receive one OTP in your mobile number alone. In that case, enter the OTP received in your mobile number and proceed further. Step 7. You will get two OTP verification code. If you have received two OTPs, enter the OTP received in your mobile number and OTP received in your mail ID in the respective entry bar and click verify OTP. Or you can also, in some cases, if you have received one OTP in your mobile number alone, then enter the OTP in your mobile number entry bar and click verify OTP. The eighth step, you enter the password, confirm your password, your first name, your last name, your contact number, other contact number, your gender, date of birth, address, all this details you enter it. And next, let us upload our photo and ID. Upload your photo using choose option. Upload identity proof in image size less than 5 KB and 5 MB using the choose option. Suppose you don't have digital photograph, you take a photo from your smartphone and upload. Similarly, if you don't have a digital copy of your ID cards, then you can take a photo or scan the ID cards. using any scan application and upload. Before uploading, ensure that your photo and ID card are in format JPG or JPG in the size 5 KB and 5 MB. Then you have to choose type of ID uploaded, that is PAN card, Aadhaar card, voter card, driving license, bar registration certificate from the Dropbox. Now we are coming to the end of the registration process. Finally, enter the captcha code given in the box and click the register button to complete the registration process. You will finally get a message registered successfully. If you are registered successfully, now you are eligible to file a new case. Now, to file a new case, this is the first step. You enter your ID, which you have just registered, and the password, and enter the captcha that is shown in the screen. Now, next, this is the preliminary filing process. Now you have to choose the either it's high court or the low court and select here and type of the cases, whether it's civil or criminal, select matter with whether it's original or an application or an appeal. You can also enter the case type, whether it's an arbitration case, execution case, or criminal complaint, or any other cases. You select it, and if it is an MSCT matter, you can just select whether it's yes or no, and matter whether it's urgent or ordinary to be listed before selected. You can reset it. If you want to make some corrections here, you can reset and later you can submit. Let us go to the next. This is also a mandatory provision where we need to know all these provisions here, the icons which are shown in the colors. The blue, this is the active form which we are trying to fill up right now, and green, the green indicates done, which you have already filed, and orange, or it appears in yellow in color, it is optional, so it is not mandatory, whereas the red color, it is required, which means it is mandatory case. So you have to enter all the details as required. So these are the options: petitioner, respondent, extra information, extra party, case detailed, act section, subordinate court, sign method, upload document, pay court fee, affirmation, view. So let us do it one by one. First comes the petitioner or the complainant. The name of the petitioner and relation of the petitioner or the complainant, relative name, date of birth, age, all these details will have to enter there. So there is also an option for email. This is optional. However, though it is optional, if you fill up all this email icon, you will get some alerts, service e-court services alerts. So it is also advisable, or it is also recommended that you give your email. Now, after you go through all the details you have entered, you can save it, and we can proceed to the next. This is accused respondent information. This is also similar to the petitioner's details that we have just provided. If you have any correction to make in the petitioner's or the complainant's details, you can go to the previous. And if you're sure that you have entered all the details correctly, you can save it, and let us proceed to the next. This is extra information. Though it is optional, this is an option, it indicates orange in color, so it is optional. It is highly recommended to fill the available extra information, just like password or the PAN number, fax number, phone number, or the alternate address. All these informations we can provide whichever is available. Let us go to the next, extra party information. This is also very important in cases where we have more than one petitioner or more than one respondent. We can aid the informations here. So let us provide the informations like how we have provided for the petitioners as well as for the respondents. Now, once you have submitted this e-file, you can modify extra party. It is recommended to fill in extra party details, though it is not mandatory. You can always go back and make some corrections, and later on you can save it, and let us proceed to the next. This is case details form. Cause of action, important information or subject or reason, cause of action, the date, amount claimed, and relief claimed. And here is the prayer icon. We can also see hide parties. This is a very important option here, hide party. In cases of offenses against women and children, or sexual offenses, POXO cases, or family dispute matters where law mandate to protect the identity of the victim, the hide party option should be enabled to protect the privacy of the victim. Now you can go to previous if you want to make corrections, or if you want to save it, if you're sure that you have entered all the correct informations, you can save it, and we can proceed to the next. This is act information. So we have to provide the acts, CPC, CRPC, Constitution of India, and also the sections, the relevant sections under which we are filing the cases. And we can also add more. We can go to the previous to make some corrections, or if we can save it and proceed to the next. Now, signing method. This is also one important method where we have to be very thorough with this. Documents, PDFs will be uploaded and later on e-signed using my Aadhaar. You can also select Aadhaar. Second option is upload digitally signed using digital token. Third is later on you will get e-verified using mobile OTP. So these are the three ways where you can also sign the documents. You can save it. We can proceed to the next. Challan details. Uh, Fee type, you have to select the fee type, bank number, name of the bank, fee amount, challan number, all these details. Let us enter and we can upload here. There's an option to upload. And once you are done uploading, let us go to the next. E-payment. This is also a method, a system where we can make payment. And this topic will be emphasized comprehensively by my next presenter. So I may not go into detailed. And document upload. So you can select the documents here, and you can also type the document, and you can browse the documents which you intend to upload the documents. You can go to the previous, or you can upload it, and let's proceed to the next. Deleting the uploaded documents. There is also an option where you can also delete the uploaded documents. So there is an option on the right side of the screen where you can delete the uploaded documents. Let us go to the next. Pay court fees. Litigant affirmation. This is the next. Application complainant litigant affirmation. One-time password OTP has to be sent to the mobile number of the litigant. So you will enter the OTP. You can select after entering the OTP. Let us verify OTP and document verified by mobile OTP on so and so date using mobile number so and so. And it will display the name of the litigant. Next is advocate's verification. Name of the advocate, mobile number, and let us select the OTP. Now you will receive an OTP, and after receiving the OTP, you can enter the OTP and proceed to the next. Final submit option after filling all the forms. Now you will have two options. This is final submit and this is expand old. Now before you're submitting all the information that you have just finished pertaining to a petitioner, respondent, extra informations, or even the court fee or the challenge number, you can expand all, you can check all the details that you have finished, and finally you can submit your e-filing documents. Now e-filing number will be displayed here where it will display that you have successfully filed. And you have also an option where you can also get the acknowledgement card, where after completing all the process, you will get this acknowledgement card. Now this is digital tracking in e-file cases. After filing the cases, you can also track the cases, just like draft, pending acceptance, not accepted, deficit court fees will be displayed here, pending for scrutiny, defective will be displayed here, e-file cases, e-file documents, deficit court fees, interlocutor application, rejected cases, or unprocessed e-file. All these are the categories you can also track on your e-file cases. Now, coming to an end of the presentation, let us see the advantages of e-filing. The first, e-filing is of a case is faster, it becomes faster, it saves our time. Second is virtual instant access. You can easily access all the documents or the cases that you have filed. Third is e-filing saves space. Fourth is cost saving. Next is minimizes physical travel to the court, which is also very important for us. And it also provides transparency and accountability in filing process. Next, workflow management becomes simpler, environment friendly, technological empowerment. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.